Yeah, मैं सोचता हूँ हमेशा. I was thinking कि people talk about their favorite films. There's a game that people play that what are the top 5 films or what are the top 5 books you will take to an island.
It's better to take a book to an island than a film. Movie कैसे देखोगे? Island पे.
हाँ, बराबर. That's the thing.
Assume you have electricity at the island, and you're not calling for
तो
help.
हमने ये कब बोला कि deserted island. गोवा में कोई island है, छुट्टियों पे गए हो.
You own the island.
Yeah, you own the island, man. So, but the point is, in that case scenario, if you're answering that question, you would obviously name your top 5 films. Sorry, you mean you will name your top favorite, frequently watched films because you want to be your guilty pleasure movie, something like Andaz Apna Apna, you will take, etc. And that has been spoken a lot. Let me ask you this now: to understand filmmaking or to understand cinema for someone who's aspiring in any context as a writer or a director or an actor or a musician or whatsoever, and he or she chooses not to go to a film school, but to understand a certain aspect of filmmaking through movies, what would be the 5 movies you would recommend yourself? Also, what have you learned from these movies? वैसे तुम्हारे हिसाब से कौन सी movies है ऐसी जो तुम्हें लगता है कि इनको देख के मैंने काफी कुछ सीखा है? And it could be anything globally, not just Hindi or Hollywood, anything.
I mean, on top of my mind, I think one of my all-time favorites to hai, but it's taught me a lot about movies and filmmaking in general, is Life is Beautiful. Because I see that as an impossible movie. I mean, I don't know anybody can recreate such an emotion in
that Roberto Benigni one.
Yes.
Italian.
Yeah. It's done in such a beautiful manner that this Jewish, very innocent family who's caught in the reams of the entire Holocaust. But it's about a father and how he still tries to protect the innocence of his child through jokes, through maybe some games or something in the midst of the worst humanitarian crisis maybe.
Yeah.
But to pull off something that makes you feel good, and you maybe watch it again and again because it makes you feel such, and it answers so many questions of your life if you haven't. And moving on from that, maybe there's Back to the Future because it's a technical masterpiece.
Yeah.
Closer to home, there's Basu Chatterjee's. I love his cinema, and there's Rajnigandha. It's like a entire.
So Rajnigandha is Basu Chatterjee.
Basu Chatterjee.
So the 3 movies are Life is Beautiful according to you, Back to the Future, and Rajnigandha.
Rajnigandha is the entire character analysis portfolio. If you want to,
I have a question here. Honestly, obviously you know me. I am a fan of Life is Beautiful and Back to the Future. Honestly, मैंने रजनीगंधा उतना देखा नहीं है, या उतनी करीबी से या बारीकी से नहीं देखा है, as you might have seen. So tell us about why Rajnigandha is in your list.
It's such beautifully, it defines the choice of a woman between there's one of flames, so one of the guys she likes and then the other guy she likes, and how she chooses between them, it's so beautifully justified. But beyond that, Basu Chatterjee is an ace of character development. So characterization of each and every factor in that story, even the backdrop of Bombay at that time.
Right.
They're having lunch at Taj Mahal and then the gateway ka ek shot hai piche se, and the iconic taxi scene. They're traveling in the taxi.
Recently कोई movie में did you mention it? Someone mentioned that someone was inspired to use the taxi scene in the
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That was by whom?
Sriram Raghavan.
Achha.
Sriram Raghavan's Merry Christmas. They have this scene जहाँ पे the 2 lead characters sit in a taxi and पीछे गाना बज रहा है, but that गाना is maybe for a few seconds.
Rajnigandha का गाना.
Rajnigandha का गाना. And the taxi scene.
It's a tribute.
But this entire slow growth of characterization is something that is unique. You can learn. Maybe there's an apocalypse now that you understand by slow paced.
Okay, so 4 movies according to you to perhaps understand the final product of cinema on screen are Back to the Future, Life is Beautiful, Rajnigandha, and
Apocalypse Now.
So according to me, I mean there is an overlap, more than overlap. But see, I would say Life is Beautiful is the same in my list. holds the same place. Obviously, same as you shared the reasons. And Back to the Future, because that film combined everything, the tech, screenplay, and also made it commercial, made it entertaining on screen. And that is absolutely a very good piece of filmmaking. From Indian cinema, I would say Kala Patthar is one movie that actually encapsulates, if you are making a multi-starrer, how would you justify each character? In Kala Patthar, it's about Kala Patthar, you know, but then there is Amitabh Bachchan, Shatrughan Sinha, Shashi Kapoor. I mean, I'm talking about the male actors. Masterfully done by Yash Chopra, and we can get into the depth of Kala Patthar later on.
I think there's never been a better. Has there been a better disaster movie in Indian cinema in general than Kala Patthar? I don't think that people have even tried something like that.
You mean box office disaster? आजकल बहुत आ रही है. अभी आई है बड़े मियां छोटे मियां. I know what you mean. Calamity, as in a movie. Okay. But see, every movie we are naming has a reason to it. Life is Beautiful is because about you can take a sad part of it. You can take the saddest part of history and tell it in a way which is so funny. It's a romantic story also. Not just a father son, it's a romantic story also. It starts off as a romantic story. Back to the Future is about it brings all the aspect of filmmaking and puts up a final product. Tech and screenplay and acting and the energy of Michael J. Fox. But ye jo hai, Kala Patthar is about justifying all the characters. Character development is prime in Kala Patthar.
कितने हीरोज हैं उसमें?
Kala Patthar में है so basically start होती है दो हीरो की, मतलब तीसरा हीरो जब आता है, जब पत्ता खेलता है तो justify करता है वो audience को and the whole of India को कि it's a 3-hero movie because तीसरे बादशाह हम हैं. Shatrughan Sinha, one of the most famous scenes. And see the writing, Salim Javed को credit जाता है in fact इन चीजों का. And I would say one movie which I don't know if you've seen, but if you guys, and this is a very rare name on the list, is a Korean movie called Going by the Book. You have to see this movie. मुझे नहीं पता इस वक्त वो कहाँ है, Amazon पे है, Netflix पे है. अपना ही रिसर्च कर लो यार आप, जहाँ भी हो ढूंढ लो जैसे मैंने ढूंढा था. So this was released in 2007 और मैं तभी देख लिया था वो. It's a funny movie by the way. It starts off as an action movie, but it's a funny movie. That is in my list, and I can say a lot about the movie, but उसका मजा खराब कर देगा. So I want you to go and see the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Going by the book.
Definitely, I will check it out. What is the intent behind this person? Because obviously, I understand your flow that you're building up to something, maybe some idea, some concept.
The context is the source. You know, there is a saying also that, you know, to understand where one is going, you have to also look where one has come from. You know,
The same famous Will Smith quote.
is it Will Smith?
I don't know.
तो ऐसे बोला मैं सुना तो
No, no, it is just used in one of the promotions.
So, and it's very important. It's not just the education. That's why I said that there might be some people who want to go into filmmaking or any aspect of filmmaking, but not through the film school route. जैसे हम films नहीं बना रहे, but we are talking about it because we have loved movies, global movies, since we were kids. उसी तरीके से what movies have brought us at the stage to started liking cinema? ये सवाल उसके लिए.
ये लिस्ट में नाम नहीं है because अभी इंडियन सिनेमा इतना इन्फ्लुएंस by something like the DDLJ, दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे. उस मूवी में कुछ magic which I cannot define. There's a level of magic कभी-कभी आता है movies में that somehow defines you as a person. जैसे मुझे वो DDLJ defined me as a person बिना जाने की. There's a magic in cinema. काफी time बाद maybe a movie like जब we met Indian cinema में आई जहाँ तो एक magic था. You cannot define that magic. Movies like Chak De, you can't define that magic. Swades, Lagan, you can't define these things, but somewhere it affects you and maybe teaches you something, not just about cinema, maybe something beyond.